Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. Well, I'm out at my flying field today and I have the MANTI III with me right here. Now you're going, what is the MANTI III? That looks like a drone. Well, it's not the drone I'm actually reviewing today. It's this small unit on top. So this small unit on top is a parachute for your drone. It's a safety device. Now you're wondering, why would I put a parachute on my drone? That's extra weight. Well, it's about 50 grams. There is a parachute inside and it will explode and the parachute will come out if the drone falls. The reason you would use this is, say you're filming over people or in a city, and if the drone falls, it's going to hurt somebody or cause mayhem. Well, then you could reduce your insurance claims by having a parachute on top. It will come down nice and gracefully. Or say you bought a very expensive drone, then you might want to put a parachute on top. So the way this works is this little unit just has a strap on it. It's very simple. You charge it up by USB-C, and that USB-C plug also acts as a on-off switch. So it's like a DJI switch. You touch it once, then touch it again and hold it for a bit and it turns on. That's what I'll be doing out here. And the same to turn it off. So every time you would go fly, you would do that. It would be on and it would always be detecting if your drone is falling out of the sky, and that's about it. You charge it up and apparently you get about 6 batteries worth of flight per full charge on here. So most of us would, if you're charging 2 or 3 batteries, you would just charge this up again just to be safe. Does it make any difference attached to the drone? Does it affect the sensors or anything? I don't know. I haven't tried it that way, but the company says it doesn't affect any sensors, and the strap is even designed so that it doesn't get in the way of sensors or whatever. So today I've attached a string to an SG906 drone because I'm not going to use one of my DJI drones that I use every day. And what I'm going to do is take this up in the air. I've got a little Insta360 Go 2 camera I'm going to stick here so it can film it, and I'm going to attach this other end to, where is it over here, to a Swell Pro Splash Drone 4, which is going to carry this away up a few hundred feet up in the air or whatever, someplace where I could still see it. And then I'm just going to release it, and hopefully the parachute comes pling flying out and we're all happy, or the opposite could happen and the parachute doesn't come pling flying out and we're unhappy because this ends up in a tiny little set of pieces that I have to reassemble with crazy glue. So while I get set up to go and fly this and take this up in the air, how about you watch this little short video of what comes in the box? Check this out. Here we have the box your MANTI comes in. Important features, details, and specifications are written on the outside of the box. Opening the box, you'll find a set of instructions as well as 2 straps and a USB-C cable and your MANTI III. The MANTI III is rather small in size and design and only weighs 50 grams. You charge up the MANTI III with the included USB-C cable, and the USB-C port acts as an on and off switch as well. There are different versions of the MANTI parachute system that should fit any drone that you currently own. The main purpose of the MANTI parachute system is to stop your drone from falling on people on the ground or damaging property, as well as saving your drone. Inside the MANTI III is a processor to detect height and falling speed, as well as a parachute. Once the parachute deploys, an audible tone will sound so that you can find your drone. Please be aware that once the parachute is activated, in order to use the product again, you will have to replace the top module. The company does say in their tests a drone falling from a height of 25 meters will have the parachute deploy and save the drone. In my test, it required a bit higher height. And speaking of my test, this is the drone I'm going to drop, and look at the weight of the drone. Look at that number. Isn't that bad luck? First thing I have to do is take this little cord and attach it to our Splash Drone 4. And it attaches back here. There's a little spot for it. There you go. You can see the cord is back here attached, and that's the release mechanism on the Splash Drone 4. And over here attached to it, we have our drone, which is going to dangle like that. Now you can see up here I have the Insta360 Go 2, which is on an angle. I'm hoping when this pops out, it catches it popping out, and we'll be able to see it up here when the parachute's up in this area or higher. Next thing we have to do is turn this unit on, so you keep it level and you touch once, and then you hold it the second time and you'll see this green light flickering. Right in here is where you'll see the light, and that tells us that it's ready to go. I'll go up. All right, I'll take it forward so it's not over us. Pick it up. Bring the other camera down. Okay, I'm going to take it forward a bit. Okay, so the drone is up there carrying the drone, and the spectators are all around me, and I have my Swell Pro, and there's a little button here I have to press, and it comes flying down, and the camera can kind of see it on there, but here we go. So I'm gonna press this, hold this up. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Everybody agree higher? Okay, so it works, but you got to go higher. Darn! So we know the product works, but Captain Drone doesn't work. Now that I've landed the Swell Pro, you can hear the sound over here. But let's see. It really never got a chance to do much. There's the parachute there, and obviously it didn't fully come out because I didn't have the drone high enough. But here's the interesting thing. Check out my drone, this SG906. It's still flyable. The arms didn't break off, nothing. It landed, and yeah, look at that. It's pretty weird. So after you do your flight, you unfortunately cannot stuff the parachute back in and put the top back on unless you're a genius on how to do it. There's a little device inside that won't allow it to work again. So what you have to do is you have to then order a replacement for right here in this portion here, and it just screws on the bottom. So to sum up my final thoughts, this device works, but Captain Drone does not work because Captain Drone should have flown this much higher. And it's going to keep beeping just to let you know that, say it did work and you were super high up in the air and it went down in some trees or someplace in a city, you just follow the beep and you can find it. So I'm going to put links below to this product. Check it out below. Sorry I goofed it up, guys, for reviewing your product. It's all my fault. Maybe I'll take it up again with the drone here. Just drag it up and drop it. We'll see what happens. I'm going to hit the button on here. There we go. That's what should have happened. All right, guys, thanks for watching this video. If you have any questions on this product that I don't goof up, then post them below and I'll get back to you. But for now, I say thanks for watching and I'll catch you in a future video. Bye. Or should I say, that's what you would have seen had I done it correctly. There we go. All right, you ready? This is what you wanted.